Good morning, all of my angels. Good morning, YouTube family, Facebook family, Instagram family. It's David Wayne, YBE, Urban Life Coach. How you all doing? It is a lovely morning and I'm happy to be here. I wanted to encourage somebody this morning. I heard it deep in my spirit and I want to let someone know something that was placed into me that encouraged me. I know someone needs to hear this, that in order to get where you're going, your mind has to first be there. Your mind has to be where you're going before you get there yourself. Because the simple fact of the matter is, you cannot get anything that is new doing things that you've already done. Because if old things could get you something new, you would already have it. But being that you don't, hence your desire, it's the old ways won't get you something new. So in order to have something that you don't have, you have to become something that you are not. Now we're speaking of the mind. And in some cases, even physicalities, depending on the career, depending on the choice, depending on what it is that you're trying to go after, sometimes they can reach in a physical nature as well. But the simple fact of the matter is that your mind has to first be where you are trying to go. So if I am trying to become a detective, in order to do that, my mind, I have to learn and train myself to think as a detective. Now, our first nature is to think that we are naturally get there, that we're naturally become something that we weren't before, that we're going to come through this transformative stage, that we're going to automatically go into this cocoon of sorts, but it's not the case. Transformation begins with strife. Transformation begins with the wrestling. Transformation begins with the fight. When you begin to fight your inner self and begin to take control back from your physical nature into your conscious inner self, your true self, take back into your hands. Once you begin that fight, taking control back, that's when you go into the cocoon. That is when the transformation process starts. It comes with inner conflict. Now, I'm not talking about the inner conflict between the mind versus the heart. I'm talking about your conscious self versus automatic thoughts versus involuntary natures versus habits by nature versus trauma by nurture versus those things. Taking control over yourself. Once that fight begins, that's when the transformation begins. That's when everything starts to change and everything begins to line up. Because starting that process is also a start of truth, the beginning of the process of truth. And once you get on the process of truth, very quickly will you begin to find your purpose. And that's going to line the way. Your search for truth and your search for self will literally line up the way. I put money on that. It'll line up the way for you. Well, folks, that's what I wanted to share with you on today. Place your mind in the way. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be vigilant, stay peaceful, and stay mindful. David Wayne, YBE. I'm out.